So guys, here we are. This is the first syncup with Lili, also known as Lilian Santos.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, and it's a pleasure to have you here. We always start kicking off our syncups with a check-in. I don't know if you have this, this if you guys do this on your meetings or your encounters, but we actually do this. So let's start with you. How are you coming, Lili, for our first sync up with ReRe here, Regenerative Resources?
Okay. So, well, first of all, I would like to introduce myself. Let me share a little bit on my screen. Wait. Um, mhm. Let's see, now you can see my screen. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm Lili Santos. I don't know. I know that Santos is Brazilian. I don't know. Brazilian last name.
This is a
Translate that.
Portuguese name.
Portuguese name also, yeah.
Okay, great.
My nickname in Web3 is Lily OPETH of Ethereum. Well, I become a delegate at the beginning of this year, and I would like to tell you a little bit how is what is optimism, uh, which opportunities we have in this blockchain, about a little bit about governance, a little bit about resources that you can find here in this collective. So, well, let me share my screen. Ah, sorry. Yeah. Like I said before, who I am, I'm Lily. I'm part of the Women Biz community. It's a community of women who seeks to empower more women here in Latin America. We was born in Peru, but we are expanding to all the Latin America countries. And also I was a talent protocol ambassador. Talent protocol is you see like a LinkedIn of Web3. This is a platform where you can upload all your background profile, like where are you doing right now, what is your job, what is your hobbies, things like that defines you. um and Talent Protocol also have a program that get funding for people who want to participate in hackathons around the world. And I won a scholarship in Talent Protocol, and I went to Portugal last year. It was in June. Yeah, I don't remember exactly the day, but I was in Portugal, in Lisbon, and I participated in a hackathon. So the one of the goals for Talent Protocol community is to create more builders in this blockchain, in this ecosystem. So yeah, if you want to check out their Twitter or a page, you can find it like a Talent Protocol, like I said here. Yeah, they always give funding for people who want to participate or get involved in these hackathons.
Strictly for devs, or has a
No,
more
it's
widespread
it's open for
goal?
everyone. Yeah, it's open
Okay.
for everyone. If you have a marketing background, commercial, I don't know, it's science background, you are always welcome to participate in this scholarship program. Yeah. Also, I won a hackathon here in Peru. It was the first edition of Web3 Hack. Um, it was organized by Andino DAO. It's like a DAO here that was born here in Peru. And then I found I know some friends that are building here in blockchain ecosystem. So yeah, that's give me a little bit, I don't know how do you say, experience as a as a as a builder here in this ecosystem. I'm not technical, I don't have technical background, but I'm learning to be one, hopefully one day. But my background is more like marketing, commercial product. So I have ideas to develop, and my role as the last hackathon was to give an idea to develop. So yeah, that's me. Always I participated in the last Ethereum, but it was in Samba, Brazil. And my team and I won a gift. We won a roll-up challenge. And yeah, that's exciting because it gives us a little bit more experience working and developing in blockchain. Yeah, I don't know if you have any questions. You can do it without problems.
Yes, it's exactly that what we were expecting to hear out about your trajectory, right? With uh, until you begin as a delegate of optimism, right? Governance, really nice. The woman biz thing, is it something? Is educational, or in the sense to educate women
Yeah,
to come to the optimism blockchain space? Um,
we
how
are
that?
yeah,
Yeah.
no. We are a team of women. We are 4 co-founders now. And our mission here in Web3 World is to educate and onboard more women in this ecosystem. We were organizing events the last year, events in real events, and we invited the speaker to talk about technology tools, about marketing, also about commercial. So in all of those areas, and the idea with that type of events is that more women have the opportunity to involve in this Web3 world. Now we are organizing a bootcamp. A bootcamp is a program of 6 weeks that allows people, especially women, to get some classes, some workshops, and get resources also from zero to develop an idea. We are in the second week, I think. Lot of
And
that women
and you
are
guys were
recently.
funded. You guys had has been funded by the rounds of optimism in this sense, or you guys receive grants actually to make this happen?
Yeah, we received the last year retro PE2
Yes.
because we were organizing events and talking about optimism and all of those, and also sharing the resources of optimism with the people on Twitter and all the social media, Instagram. So we applied
And
for
you,
this retro PE2
okay.
and we got fund.
Now we're going to retro PG4, right? It's going
Yeah,
to start
retro
in
PE4
May
is
now.
coming.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
going to start in
today,
April or May now. April is going to
yeah,
start. April, yeah.
airdrop too. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
good way
and
because retro PE, or the mission of retro PE is to recognize or to give money for those who are developer, for those who are promotion optimism in their communities, also developing products or solution in optimism. Yeah.
yes. So that said, Lily,
Mm,
how do
testing.
you see when I encounter you on the Scroll Up Rio events, right? You are there. Literally, Scroll is a different type of roll up, technology of roll up that is still in testnet, as you know, is still going to mainnet. But I encounter you there, and we change. We had some chat around how optimism is becoming well known here in Brazil, but not so well known in the broader sense, in more niche sense, like specifically for folks around Web3, but specifically folks around ReFi, right? And when it comes to ReFi in Brazil, we talk about Gitcoin basically, and there's a new kid on the block on the town that is Green Pill, and Green Pill is the most newest network around ReFi and quadratic funding and retroactive public fundings and all things that you can imagine, and works with different types of protocols. And but it would be nice if we can do as Ethereum does as a modular blockchain, right? Make connection between the potential that optimism have here to grow in Brazil, like actually Green Pill already has, because we already, when I say we, is mostly the folks here, not exactly me, but of course I'm involved with, funded the Brazilian version of Green Pill here. And so that said, could you share with us the vision of optimism for Brazil specifically? It would be nice for us to understand.
Yeah. So let me wait. Yeah. Like you see here, Optimist Vision or the Optimist collective. We talk about collective because collective involve builders, involve projects, involve platform, involve communities. So we have like a big vision or a big group of people building in this blockchain. So one of the vision is impact equal to profit. So if you are doing an impact in your community, or if you are doing an impact in your, in your university, in your school, all of those impact is important for the optimism vision, because it could be rewarded after that you are doing those things in your community. So for here you see, let's build an equitable internet. So the internet give us access to anyone, to any resources. Like here, we can connect each other, being in different country. So yeah, that is like optimism are looking for. Opportunities for everyone, no limits. And also this internet runs on the superchain. Superchain, it's like a new project that optimism are developing. Superchains, the mission of Superchain is to decentralize the applications, because we need more people using our tools, developing optimism. So, and it's because, and also, sorry, we are looking for more people get involved in this ecosystem. So yeah, it's the mission, like I said before, profile equal impact. Yeah.
It started with Base, right? The Base used the OP stack to generate its own chain, right? But it's open to run other chains, right? Not only Base. If I'm not mistaken, we have 3 or 4 chains that are running on Superchain, right?
Yeah, there are more. And also we can create our super chain also. So we are free to use the optimism resources to build a new super chain.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really nice. That's really nice. And so go on.
Okay. I don't know if anyone have a question. Like open this link.
Because there's so much. Yeah, that's the link that I exactly the one. There's so much things that we can ask you, and we prefer really in this our first contact to be more in a high level, high level thing,
Yeah.
because there's so much that we can, go directly to the rabbit hole, can ask you. So when it comes to Brazil specifically, does the Optimism Collective has any 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 insights how to be present here in Brazil, in a sense, like Gitcoin already is, right? Would be nice to understand this.
Yeah. So the collective has so many areas of focus. So for example, you can see here in the page of the optimism, you can see here contribute. So this is the first step if you want to contribute to optimism. So if you get started, you can see many ways to contribute into optimism. So, and these ways to contribute to it's part of the public goods. So if you are doing those things, you can apply them to public goods and get funding to Retro PG4 that it's coming. So you can see here the vision, then you can see getting started. Accessibility is the first item. So if you speak more than one language, like Portuguese and English, you can come here and translate some documents. A lot of the resources are in English always. So you can translate all these documents to Portuguese. Could be one of the way to contribute to optimism. If you click on here, you can see all the documents that optimism has. And then you can see it is a platform where you can navigate here, and you can see, I don't know, Portuguese, Brasilia. You can find so many resources that you can start translating to Portuguese. And then you maybe can, I don't know, if you are on Discord, I don't know if you always are on the Optimism Discord, you can send a message telling the people that you are translating this document to Portuguese. If anyone are from Brazil or from Portugal and want to learn those documents in the native language. So it could be a good way to help them to include them in this ecosystem, like a way to facilitate for them. Yeah, this is one of the ways. Then you can see more data and analysis if you have a background with data or analytics. You can see here, you can check out some dashboard. The idea here is that you can make some dashboard, I don't know, some posts talking about the 10 trends or analytics that the people are contributing to optimism, or I don't know, any idea that gives you to your mind, and you can put it here. Also, if you are dev, you can contribute, you can I don't know, make a project and build in this ecosystem of the optimism. You have so many resources, check out some documents that you have here. You are a dev. The apps for devs, change operation, over developer tools, resource super shame, dev console, Obviously, you are here learn about optimism. You want to know a little bit about maintain OP stack, that it's like a school for developers, a little bit about the super chain. So you have so many resources here. You have wallets, developer tools, guide for exchange, guide for wallets, app developers, all of the resources that could be interest for you if you are a developer, or if you want to be a developer. You can read all of those resources.
Yeah, Lily, just one question, quick in and out.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, well, we know that all chains has this policy of not only chains, but dApps or different types of protocols. They have this way to come to our ecosystem, contributes to the ecosystem, that we will treat you well. We'll treat you personally or your project, whatever, right? But is there a movement coming from optimism that is similar how Green Pill Network is doing here in Brazil, where the protocol, the network itself of Green Pill, for instance, looks at the Brazilian ReFi IRL, right, in real life projects, and give them the opportunity to come to, to participate in
Yeah.
different cycles, something like that. So does
Yeah.
optimism does something like that too, or not, or doesn't?
Yeah, because I have some contacts, some friends that are technical, and they have a technical background. So if you have guys are programming or are developing projects in the refi area, you can connect with those guys and you can see, maybe have a meeting. Also, I know a friend from Brazil that it's building in optimism. He has technical background, so maybe he could collaborate with you, especially because most of you don't speak English, so he speak Portuguese. So he could help you to get involved more in this technical documentation, because if you have any question, you can give. And also, if you need some help, I can connect with the people. I know some friends that are working here in Optimism, and they are open to help more people to get involved in this ecosystem. And
Thanks for
Lily,
that.
could
Nice.
I could I ask something and talk
yeah.
a few words, please?
Mhm.
Hi, Lily. Welcome to our syncup. This is an extraordinary syncup. We are here just to know you. So uh, a big thank you for you to come here and talk with us.
Yeah, my
Uh,
pleasure.
uh, my name is Kawe, but you can call me Koi. That's the nickname I'm using on WebSpace, Web3 Space. And I
Mhm.
have a question about the we. I'm one of the founders of Grimpo Brazil, with Atos and Agota and Diogo and many others. Um, but we are trying to apply for some grants, and I think this is a first thing, right? Uh, Indeed, we need more translations. I think we need
Mhm.
to work on these docs because we don't have much resources in Portuguese yet.
Yeah.
But we were trying to apply, and we see this limitation about the OP tokens. About a year, you have to be with the tokens, and then we can you can after a year you can do whatever you want. but for in this period, it's important that you and your community maintain a certain amount. Could you talk more about this and maybe explore the ways and the many forms that we could deal with this? I'm talking maybe about liquidity and the maybe some insights from there that
Yeah.
will be something really important to us, so we can create more strategies using OP. For now, I think that's it. But I have a comment later for the retro PGF mechanism that I think it's interesting.
Yeah, agree with you. There are so many ways to collaborate with Optimism, like you said. Um, for example, with OP token, that the idea is to decentralize and make projects around that. For example, one of the ways that we are using or we are giving tokens to our community, it's one way it's like an airdrop, right? You can give to each women or each person a little bit of the OP tokens, because those OP tokens are important for governance, because you can delegate those OP tokens to one delegate, and this delegate has the power to vote for projects to pass it to the next level. So that is a good way to give the OP tokens in your community. And the other is like you can make transaction using your OP token, like for example, I don't know, buying NFTs, or maybe there are so many ways, like develop an app that can could be a lend app to get lends. And also you can see I read about one project that it's focusing on build a platform like Gitcoin, a platform where the people who have a project can apply to a special to this platform. Because in this platform you can see all the projects that are applying for a grant. So, but the grant it's in Optimism, so the grant is OP token. I don't know, 5,000 OP tokens. So the idea is to massify this way to collaborate with the Optimism Collective. So yeah, I have a Discord here. In Discord, we have a channel especially for OP token. So you can see the people are posting the trend of the OP token, and also some analytics, for example, which type of profile are using this OP token. So this analytics is important because they are collaborating with Optimism, doing some dashboards and analytics. So they are looking for applying for the retro PG4 that is coming. So all of those insights for the community, for the collective, are important because like I said, the idea is to collaborate with the optimists to make an impact with our community, and the impact is then is profit. So you can get more OP to your projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Celso, question too. Please, Celso.
Yeah, here we also have a governance, like get involved as delegate to vote for projects. then if you want, I can share the page of we are doing some votes. And the last one, it's marketing. Marketing, it's like sharing the content of optimism in the social media. The main channel that we see is X, Twitter, and the other one that it's just released is Farcaster. I don't know if you heard about it, but it's like an application like Twitter, but focusing with Web3. And this Farcaster app was developed in Optimism. And yeah, the idea is in this area marketing is there is also a program of ambassadors. I think it's 3 months to become an ambassador, because you are doing some challenge each month. For example, I don't know, make a post per day about optimism, everything about optimism. I don't know if it's governance or if you are translating some documents. All of those contributions to optimism are welcome. So yeah, also you can, if you have a project and you want to make marketing of this project, you get an app in front of Optimism community. Also, there is some calls that here demo day every Thursday. A demo day, it's a call that the Optimism Foundation make every Thursday for people who want to talk about their projects. That could be a good way if you like a refi with your projects. You can apply to this. You need to fill up a form, like a formulary, and then they accept you to speak in this space. All of this all of those calls are on Discord. So then you can talk about your project, how are you getting involved in this Optimism Work Collective, and then maybe in the future you can apply for a grant specifically. And the idea here in this call is to get to know to all the delegates, because the delegates have the power to vote for your project. And if more delegates know about your project, and more chances that then can give you some feedback, some ways to improve your project. And then if you are applying for a grant, they can help you with feedback or with their boards. And yeah, this demo day is a good way to participate and get involved more in optimism.
Did you watch
Yeah.
the last demo day, Lily?
The demo day, there are one tomorrow, if
No.
anyone wants to join.
Tomorrow is going to happen one more, yeah. But last it happened one with Token Engineering Academy with Praise. Did you watch this one?
No, I hear about the last one, that is Velodrome. I don't know if you heard about it. This is a project, and Price also. Price, the people from Price participate in this demo day, and then they apply for a grant, and they won a grant then to their projects.
Yes.
Mm.
Celso wants to ask you something. Celso, please feel free.
Okay. Thank you, Vinny. Okay, Lilian, congratulations for your work. You are a great woman, ahead of your time, a brave woman, Latin American woman. Nice have you. Nice meet you. Thank you. About this optimism, we can't forget is a layer 2. And this is completely competitive scene that we'll have here in Brazil in the next years. Because as we probably know, the Brazilian, after 2025, we will adopt a CBDC compatible with EVM, and any dApps that want to run whatever area goes we will need a L2, and we start a super competition environment here in Brazil in L2. And we, in our case, Lili, we are a dApp under development, a kind of regenerative dApp to reward people that practices breeding phyton seeds inside certain stations. Phyton seeds is a kind of organic compounds, volatilely organic compounds that plants release with oxygen. When we breathe these compounds, they react with our immune system, not only immune system, but mental and mind system. Improve our defense. This is a symbiose between mankind and nature. With this depth, we intend to rescue this symbiose, and we will do this rewarding people that practice this breeding phyton seeds. And we will do this distributing a kind of cash back for these people. And the smart contract is under development, and we will adopt the 1155 token, because this token is the most gas effective we can find in any blockchain. Consequently, we will need an L2 to run this dApp. It's impossible sync without run this kind of token without a L2. But this dApp, we think this dApp could be adopted beyond Brazil. And in fact, the smart contract under development, the protocol, the protocol only work in a scalable way if the protocol is adopted in kind of mass terms. And we know that we have some kind of biomes and another places like Africa and Southeast Asia that we have possibilities to establish a kind of phyto resorts in these countries. And then we reach a kind of global scale. And at that point, we will need a kind of protection against things that probably, I don't know if will happen, but we can avoid that kind of censorship, because these healthy bags, we call healthy bags instead of cashback, cannot be censored. We cannot be under pressure for any government or any entity or any kind of cyber attack. And we preview that we have to adopt this dApp under the AP 4804, because instead to have the front end in HTTP and the standard, the global standard, the global standard of Web 2, we prefer develop the dApp inside 4804, because we have protection against any kind of centralization. In fact, we can store the data and provide consequently access to the content and transactions stored in a decentralized system, like, for example, one L3, okay? Because
Yeah.
L3 is very secure, you retain the privacy and highly customization, okay? And all of this will need some kind of advisory. And you mentioned we have some kind of friends here in Brazil, right? And
Yeah.
we love to keep in contact with these guys, because here in Brazil, we have we observe a kind of lack of devs in L2 scene, right? And is a great barrier for us. And we can go in kind of ecosystem, L2 ecosystem of optimism here in Brazil, with the dev that have the scale and expertise. In fact, the expertise in this kind of L3, L2, and multi-chain compatibility, because our token, probably the liquidity of our token will be spread among various L2 rollups. And at certain point, we will need a kind of aggregator for this liquidity in order to disfragmentation this liquidity and extract more value of the L2 or a possible L3, right? And we love to know if this kind of super chain will have an optimism could fit in these functionalities, right? And if you can help us, thank you again, Lily.
Yeah.
Okay,
My pleasure.
back to
Yeah,
the
like I say, there are so many opportunities in Web3 world. And I know you guys are doing a great job having more people involved in this new ecosystem. So in all of the projects that I have been seeing, I never see projects related to refi or something like have to see ways to collaborate with the nature, with the ecosystem, and I see a few of that, and I think you are in a good time to develop this project and optimism and get some fund to continue developing. You, I I hear that you have your own token, right? Refi token, or what is it?
yeah, at certain point, we'll need to launch a governance token.
Governance.
For sure.
You want to have your own governance, like it could be like a L3 level of the layer. So yeah, that could be good. You have some developers. I heard also, right?
Yeah.
And
Basically, we have two ways to do this. We start from zero, or, for example, in Asia, in Korea, there are already an L3 that maintain part of the smart contract private and another part of the contract public. In the Ethereum ecosystem, we can adopt these solutions as kind of outsourcing instead to start from zero. And again, we will need some kind of the advisory
Yeah, to do it. So
because we don't know is it today it is possible or not. I believe yes, but we need some kind of advisory.
yeah, with the technical part, could be a good way to connect with these guys that I mentioned before that can help
Great.
you to develop your own super chain. For the other side, I can help you with some of advice, some of things that Optimism developing, like a grants program or retro PF for you to apply. I can help you how to apply to these grants, and also how to contribute the other sides with Optimism to apply or to have chances to apply and to gain OP tokens from the retro PE coming.
Oh, great.
So yeah,
Thank you.
so, you have here in the Discord channel too many groups. For example, the first table that I say, it's a Super Chain Demo Day. Here you can see people talking about their projects. So it could be a good way to know more about the projects that the people are building in Optimism. So to give you an idea, what is the tools that they are using, the way that they are telling their projects. So I recommend you. It's every Tuesday. Tomorrow at 10 p.m. It's like to 12 p.m. in Brazilian time. So yeah, it could be a good way to attend to these events. Then you can see general channel, OP tokens also that I mentioned it. Here some people share some links to see the trend of the OP token. So be careful because there are some scam here too. So be careful with the links that are sharing. For example, TAN it's part of the Optimism, but then you can see I know that some people are reporting. For example, this guy said it's a scam, so don't. Please be careful with this connecting opito thing. And then you can see some dashboard that people are building for the data analysts. And all of those resources that you can find here. For example, a guy said that there will be an airdrop, but the airdrop is or the all of those related to airdrop are in the main channel on the page, Optimism page. So be careful with the links that all of these guys are sharing. Then you can see mission grants, because it seems like if you are applying for a grant, you can see all the updates here in this channel. Also, if you want to connect with some delegates, you can do it here, or you can receive feedback from the delegates to improve their the formulary, the form. Yeah. Also the delegates like Gona or others can give you feedback or give you some advice or some if you have any question you can do it here. Then you can see a channel from Retro PE funding. So some people are sharing here in this channel all the works that they are doing for Optimism. So like a window to show all your projects here. And then you can see. Yeah.
Lily, could you share the Discord invites in the chat for the people to be able to be there?
Okay.
Another thing, we are not different projects here just wanting to know how to get involved with optimism. I know that this is one of your functions as an ambassador to show us the ecosystem and the ways to contribute, to get involved, right? And yeah, and we're very grateful for what you're doing right here, right now. But we are more than 20 projects related to ReFi and Web 2 and Web 3
Oh,
here.
that's nice.
Yes, and actually, we where Celsius Projects is one of these 20 projects, right? And we want to know what we can do for your project, what we can do for the Woman Biz project in Brazil, right? Because
Okay.
we can connect your project to any reality in Brazil. Brazil is continental, but we can connect you in the countryside of Brazil. We can connect you in the south, in the east, in the north. So yeah, so you're talking with more than 20 projects here, more than 100 people involved here. And that's what I said to you, that we're going to need 2 meetings in order for you to understand the scope
Yeah.
of all the things that we've been doing, right? Because we knew that this contact was more to get to know you, get to know your projects, and get to know, the ways to get involved with OP, with optimism, right? So yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Like I say, I have so many ideas. My community has so many ideas to develop, but we don't have people from technical background. So it would be nice if we connect each other with the people that are developing projects there in Brazil. Maybe you can help us to making real our projects. We have so many ideas.
Remember a guy that I to in If Samba, Atus?
Yeah.
He's here. Hey, show yourself, man.
Say hi, Atus. Okay.
Atus, is Atus still here?
Wait.
Yeah, I don't know if he's hearing us.
Yeah, it could be a good way, maybe the next meeting or something. But I tell you in Ethereum Samba, you like to develop a Duolingo, a Web3, a type of Duolingo, more than Duolingo, because we know that some people want to learn by gamification, getting some rewards for their learning path. So that could be a good way to introduce more people into this Web3 world with a tool like a Duolingo or practically tool. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree totally with you. So, Lili, we won't hold you more because I know that for you there is not so late, but for us here is already a little bit.
Yeah.
I just want to do a last round of appreciation. We call it appreciation and a checkout. So let's start with you, Cauê.
With me? Okay. Lily, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate that you are here and talking with us. A lot of questions, a lot of things we could explore. I agree. I think that in a global, a general sense, we could approach this relation maybe to the global south. We have this kind of difference. We have differences with the global north. In Web3, this for me is evident because we look to the projects and we see some resources that are missing in one that are the resources that are abundant from to others. So I think we can work looking to this just to like a reference, and we could bring this L2 and bring this competition in a way that this could benefit the global south. And we have many problems in global south, like internet connection and accessibility, and also I'm not, I can talk about the social and environmental problems that we have also, but this is my kind of obvious, but we have a lot of problems here in global south that they don't have in the north. So we could create a coordination around that, I think.
Yeah.
And I think optimism is a good place to. It's for me seems to be a good place to work and to build. And I really like the hedge funding. It's an idea that if we could create something like initial proactive funding, and then after a year we could create a kind of how can I say,
Yeah, rewards or
like
something.
a reserve, like a reserve. We can. It's here we call previdence. I don't know. It's like a aposentadori. I don't know.
Mhm.
Retirement.
Do you know the retirement?
Yeah.
Thanks, Celso. But this could be a kind of retirement, and I'm trying to explore ways to bring liquidity to this, maybe with Ethereum and other tokens, because these mechanisms, DeFi mechanisms, could bring the liquidity to maintain the tokens. And
Mhm.
another thing that interest that these tokens could allocate funds to the network, more funds, right? So you could to your community win a grant just to because you have the reputation and you have the tokens and things like that. And this is another way to it's a good example why it's important to have the OP tokens, right?
Yeah.
But I just want to thank you, and let's meet again and talk more. And feel free to come to Green Pill Brazil and know
Mhm.
our crew. It's the same crew, so you're gonna see some familiar faces like
Yeah.
Atos and Celso. Celso is also there. Vini too, but Vini has a lot to do, like I do, because we both are energizing the main facilitator role, I think. But we have Gustavo too, that is here, Gustavo Cavalcante. He's also on the both networks, but we are exploring different things, and but we are kind of interconnected
Yeah.
because the protocol, the regenerative protocol, is like how you do things and not a thing for itself.
Yeah.
It's a way to act. So we are really it's a real influence for Grupo Brazil.
Yeah, nice. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words.
Thank you, Lily, and see you. I'm gonna pass to Atos.
Thank you,
Okay.
Chloe. Well, first of all, Lily, welcome. It's very great to have you here. It was It was an honor to meet you there on the Ig Samba. We had the opportunity to talk about a little bit about optimism, but in this syncup today, I think we had a lot to study about optimism. I think we are already resonant in purpose, and now I think we can maybe share and trade methods and how-tos. And I'm gonna do a big research on this optimism documentation, and I hope we can adapt and use many of your methods, and we can get on it together. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, not forgetting
No,
that
my pleasure.
that Woman Biz is in the need of a technical assistance to develop their projects. So you guys, I'm going to connect you. I'm going to connect you guys to talk better about that. All right, Atos?
Okay, of course.
Yeah, thank you, Asus.
I mean,
Yes. And so you can pass to Gustavo or Celso, Atos?
I pass to Celso.
Oh, thank you, Atos. Okay, Lili. As Vinicius told you, our project called Fighter Resorts is one of the around 20 projects that are co-created in the ReRe ecosystem. But the Fighter Resorts maybe is one that was almost entirely co-created inside regenerative resource in a kind of net weaving process. And we're very proud of this. And as you are in Peru, the great country with great rainforests,
Yeah, we
I
have
see.
a Amazon.
Oh, sorry, I don't hear.
I don't know. I say that we have Amazonia.
Yeah, great mother Amazonia over there. And I think maybe we can have great fighter resorts in Peru. And in this sense, I ask you, if you want, to know a bit more of fighter resorts. We have a brand new Twitter. I put here for you, if you want to follow us.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And next time, if you in Brazil, please reserve a kind of time to go in Bahia, the state of Bahia. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people that recommend me Bahia.
Great. And
it'll be
will
nice.
be a great honor receive you here and share some kind of thoughts. Thank you very much, Lili. Have a good night.
My pleasure. Yeah.
I pass to Gustavo. Please, Gustavo.
Gustavo?
Olá, boa noite. O link foi salvo pela.
Oh. I can hear you.
Gustavo, are you here?
Para falar e ela não entendia português. Faz muito tempo que eu não falo inglês. Eu não ia me sentir à vontade.
He said that there's a lot of time to speak English, so he won't feel well to try to speak English. So, but you can say.
No, but I can understand Portuguese, but if you speak it low, poco lento,
sorry.
puedo entender.
I will avoid the possibilities of being wrong on my speaking. Just saying that you're welcome. I hope we can talk more in the future. We can meet each other. And thanks for the presence here. Right? Good night, everyone. Nice to be here. Curious as always. Nice.
Prazer em conhecer você.
Obrigado.
So,
Obrigado.
Lily, I have an invitation for you. This next Monday, 8 p.m. here in Brazil and 5 p.m. for you in Peru. We
8 p.m., 6 p.m. here. We have 2 hours of difference.
3 hours,
2.
2 hours. Okay, so 6 p.m. for you. We do a weekly onboarding to ReRe this
Yeah.
Web3 regenerative protocol, regenerative resources. So it's going to be nice to have you this next Monday with us, because it's going to be the first English onboarding that we're going to do in our history. So, and we've been around. Moreover, we've been around co-creating ReRe for more than 2 years now. So it's going to be the first onboarding in English. So you're going to give us this pleasure, right? If you are able to attend, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, I puedo entender un poquito portugués. Well, I can understand Portuguese if you guys want to talk in your native English. So yeah, it would be nice. I will be there this Monday, right? Every Monday.
Every Monday.
Yeah.
It's a weekly call, right? So definitely, thanks a lot. As everybody said here, it's wonderful to make connection with people coming from your country, especially women from your country. That that's the main source code of Peruvian culture. So yeah, it's a pleasure to connect and to be together, and we can do a lot of things together, right, Lily? So that said, be well and see you around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we can take a pic, a photo.
Oh yes. Would you guys open the cam? She wants to take a photo.
If you. Okay.
Celso, could you open the cam, Celso? Celso?
Sorry,
had
not
some-
now.
I
No.
had some troubleshoot with the camera.
Okay.
No problem, no problem. It's okay.
Open the
Put
camera.
my name there.
Thanks, Lily. Oh, hey, Ats, are you there?
Hey, artist.
Hey guys.
Hey. I don't know if you, Beanie, you wanna take up a screen?
Did you check the print screen? I can do it here too, if it's the case.
I did it here as well.
Okay, so now we have 3 copies. Okay, Lily.
Okay.
A pleasure, my dear. Be well.
Thank you all.
We will speak. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Yeah.
Ciao.